Hi friends, it's Miss Ashley, and today I'm going to read you a story. The story is The Legend of the Three Trees. And this is one of my favorite stories that talks a little bit about Easter, which is coming up soon. And it talks about the most important part of Easter, which is Jesus. So let's open it up and find out what happens. Long ago, when God created the world, He made grass and seeds and trees. In a green valley, a hungry fox dropped an olive pit. From that pit, a new olive tree with beautiful wood began to grow. Along a rocky shoreline, a stork dropped an acorn into a deep crack. From that acorn, a great oak tree began to grow. High on a mountainside, a clumsy goat knocked a log into a tree. The crash sent the pine cones and their seeds spinning all over the ground. From one of those seeds, a new pine tree began to grow. Each of the trees had great dreams of what it would become. The olive tree hoped that its beautiful wood could become a treasure chest full of gold and decorated with sparkling jewels. The mighty oak tree hoped to become a strong ship, and it would proudly carry kings and queens across the water. The tall pine tree hoped to always stay on the mountainside forever, and there it would point people up to God. Like it's already doing. It's already pointing up to heaven, to where God is. But God had His own plan for each of the trees. The beautiful wood of the olive tree did not become a treasure chest. It became a feeding box for animals. But in that wooden manger lay the greatest treasure of all, God's only Son, baby Jesus. The mighty oak tree did not become a great ship. It became a small fishing boat. But that little boat carried Jesus, the King of all kings. And in that boat, Jesus calmed a great storm with just one word. Hush. Be still, Jesus said, and the storm stopped. The tall pine tree did not stay on the mountainside. It was made into a dirty, rough wooden cross. And on that cross, Jesus died to save people from their sins. And ever since then, the cross reminds people of God's great love for them. The dreams of the three trees did come true. It was just not the way they imagined. Just like the three trees, God has a plan for each of us. And so we see God's ways are not always our ways, but His ways are always the best. The end. Wow, that was such a good book. I love this story about these trees. These trees each had different dreams of what they wanted to be. Do you remember what they were? One tree wanted to be a great, beautiful treasure chest with gold and jewels The other tree wanted to be a strong ship to carry kings and queens, and the other one just wanted to stay on the mountain forever and point to Jesus. But you know what? They still got what they wanted. Even though this tree did not look like a real treasure chest with gold and jewels, even though it did not turn into that kind of treasure chest, it turned into something even more special. Something that was holding baby Jesus, who is the most precious treasure ever. There he is, and there's the tree. It got cut up into wood to make a manger for baby Jesus. That's way better than carrying gold or jewels. Baby Jesus is way better than that. This tree got cut up into a little tiny boat. It's not a fancy boat that kings and queens ride on. It was just a fisher's boat. But Jesus still rode on it, and he was the king of all kings. And he even did miracles inside this boat. And I think that's pretty special for the tree too. And even though this tree did not get to stay on the mountain, guess what? He turned into the cross with Jesus on top of him. On that very sad day, Jesus was on the cross. But now we always remember Jesus when we think of the cross, because that's where Jesus died to clean our sins. And I think that's a way more special job for that tree instead of staying on the mountain, don't you? Very good, you guys. All right, I hope you enjoyed this story and have a happy Easter and a great week. Bye.